Hi, in this video I'll be going over how to use the calendar module, which can be accessed via the modules tab in your content management system. So I'll just go ahead here and go into the calendar. I already have a couple test events set up, but I'll show you the manage categories area first. So with your calendar items, you also have categories, so you can go ahead and edit a current category, delete it, or add another category, and you'll see where these come into play when I'm adding an event or editing an event. So that's categories right up there. We'll just go into view events. So take a look at this one, barbecue at Bob's. So this is just kind of summarizing what's shown down here, in here. So we have, little delete button, obviously. Visible. If it's not checked, then the event just won't show up. What category the event belongs to. So that's where we had manage categories right up here, and I'll change the color accordingly. Here we have, if it's an all-day event, you just check that, and you wouldn't have to specify, this time to that time kind of thing. But if it is, then you just uncheck it and you get these two values to show up. You fill them in. What date the event takes place, the event title, and then in here this is all the information about the event, where you can have links and pictures and text and other modules if you have them on your website. And then you just save your changes. So we'll just take another look at the other event here, Electronic Entertainment Expo. So it's belonging to a different category, has a different date range, and it's actually a series. If you can see here, see how it says delete series? Essentially what I did is I created multiple events at the same time just by creating one event. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. So if I go here, you can see I have 3 events. Anything I change in any of these events, like for example the title, like the date's different, but if I change the title or any of the information that's in the section right here, it'll change for all those events because they all belong together. They're all the same event. It just takes place over a certain amount of days, or a couple of days, not just one. But where you'd be prompted for that is if I click add a new event here. I simply had to check date range. So if it's more than one day, you'd check date range, and then here you get to specify an end date. And this is the start date, obviously. So for this example, I'm going to start in June, and 1st till June 3rd. And what you can actually do here is specify the days in between this date, your start date and your end date, that it actually takes place. So for instance, say the event is the 1st and 3rd, but not the 2nd. Well, then we can specify Wednesday and Friday as the event days. So I'm just going to say Wednesday, Friday, uncheck Thursday. I'll just put event title so you know where that goes in. And okay. So now I'll add the event here. And if we view events, now we can't see it here because we're under May currently. So if we go to June, you see the 2 events show up, and it's only on Wednesday and Friday, and they show up right here as well. Now how you get the calendars to show up on your website's pages is a little bit different. So I'll just, essentially you'd go to the list pages tab and then go to the page or pages that you want to add the calendar onto. So currently I have a calendar example page right here. And currently on this page, for an example purposes, it's just plain text. There's nothing being displayed currently. But the calendar can actually be displayed 3 different ways. That's why I have the 3 different titles here. So I'll just show you what those are. So we'll use the insert module token. And then I'll scroll down to the calendar area. Here I'll select mini calendar. I'll add the large calendar. And then also add the event list. So just scroll down here just to show you what all 3 of them look like. You can use any combination of the 3, or just one of them, or all 3 of course. So at this point I'll save my changes. And I'll view the live site. There we go. So you can see what the mini calendar looks like. It's showing our events here, barbecue at Bob's. So then I can click it and it opens up the event with the more information on it. The links are clickable, of course, and you have images and the other events that I had in here. And also you'll see if I go over to June, the 2 events that I added are also showing up in here. There's the event title. And again, if I go into event title and event information, obviously get larger the more information I have in it. Larger calendar, just like the name suggests, just a little bit larger than, or well, quite a bit larger than the mini calendar. And it'll show your events, of course. And then the event list, separates it by months, and it'll show the list of events coming up, their dates, all that information. Right? So that's essentially how you use the calendar module. Thanks for watching.